Well, Jason was my husband. He worked for the Fargo Police Department for 6 years before he passed away. Prior to becoming a police officer, he was in the Minnesota Army National Guard, serving 2 tours as an Army medic. Went to Bosnia and Iraq, and then really found his calling for serving and wanted to become a police officer. So he attended NDSU when he came back and went to Lake Region Police Academy after he completed his criminal justice degree at NDSU.
He was my stepdad, and he always showed up to all my gymnastics meets and never missed a single one of them. I'd always see him up in the stands, and he'd always try and do the same gymnastics moves and dance, but didn't quite get it right. There was a lot of laughing and memories that I'll never forget, and just looking up in the stands during the meets and seeing him there was one of the best feelings that I could ever have.
We camped a lot as a family, so we had a fifth wheel camper, and we would camp almost every weekend that he wasn't working. And we did that with, his family, his brother and his parents and his sister and my parents. And so we'd kind of travel around checking out different campgrounds and getting together that way.
He liked going to Fargo Forest hockey with us. They did a benefit game shortly after he died, and then a year later we did a memorial game for him, and that was a sellout. And shortly after that, then we met his heart recipient. He was an organ donor. When we first met them, then we all got to listen to Jason's heartbeat, which was pretty cool. Pretty good friends with him now.
He loved motorcycles. He used to always take me on rides, and that was like one of my favorite memories with him. I even have pictures of me on the motorcycle with him, and probably yay tall, pretty small, and honestly, those rides meant like the world to me.
Well, Jason and I had actually taken a trip there in 2014, I think. We just went out there for a trip, and I remember he really wanted to go to the wall, and I just remember him saying gosh, Fargo is small, but this could happen in Fargo one day, and we could be coming here for that. And so, irony is not unthought of every time that I think about that it was him, but it was really surreal. You don't understand, I don't think, until you're a part of it, to become part of that, the club no one wants to be a part of, how many people it is actually a year, but I think that it just felt like, the honor, I guess, would be what kind of stuck out to me. It's granite, it's permanent, it's there, and I look even when I saw pictures from when the Wallin family was out there, and there's 4 more rows of names all the way around that circle below his name now. It was very humbling, I guess, to be a part of and see.
I just remember searching the wall for his name, and when we found it, we took pencil and paper, and you scribble over it, and you can still see it on the piece of paper. I still have those pieces of paper in my memory chest.
It was nice to see all the people that would support him, especially when we did the drive around town after his funeral, that there were just people all over the place.
It's not lost on us right now as we're preparing to send you to college, knowing that you were in 3rd grade when he died, and he's missed everything, because he would have been really proud of you, making those decisions, and I know he would have wanted to be part of it. He probably would not be happy you're going to go up to UND instead of NDSU. Those things are still really real for us all the time, and other people can just, I feel like it's not really ever moving on, because you don't. You move forward and you find ways to just have to deal with it. It's really real for us every day.
I think it's just kind of harder this year with me being a senior and graduating, and he's not going to get to see me. He's not going to get to see me walk across the stage, and I know he'll be watching from heaven, but he can't be there in person. I think that's one thing that's harder for me. And I've had all these accomplishments throughout when he hasn't been here, and even from switching from gymnastics to pole vault, I've had all these successes, and I've had so much things that I've just accomplished that he couldn't be here for. And so I just wish that he could be here to experience that.
Remember him as a police officer and a soldier and a good son. Yeah, and it's every day we think of him. Been almost 9 years, and it's like it happened yesterday.
Never forgotten, cherished forever. Fargo Police Officer Jason David Moszer. End of watch, February 11th, 2016.